Okay. I I hope that you can hear me. I was trying to make this thing work for the longest time, and so here we go. I'm live streaming. I don't know if anyone's going to watch this because, but anyway, if anyone's tuning in, again, sorry. I turned on my live stream so many times trying to make this work. So let me pull up my notes. Pardon me. I did it for the 500 subscribers, but then I somehow forgot how to live stream, and it took me like an hour to figure it out, how to configure the camera and whatever. So I'm just trying to pull up my notes I had here a second ago. Here they are. Okay, and then I had some. I even amended these notes on my phone, but I think I got it here. Yep. Okay. All right. Here we go. You guys ready? We're a minute in. It's Marco here. I feel like I should be holding this. No, it's okay. You can hear me from here. Okay. Hey everyone, this is I'm gonna try and keep this really quick. Thank you so much for 1K 1,000 subscribers on Toons I Dig, and I just like my 500 subscriber video. I'm just shocked, and it's just weird to me to like. I wake up and I look at it, I'm like 1K. How do I have 1K? It's really like you guys enjoyed my videos that much. Okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for that. One thing in particular, and I got to go to my notes here. Yeah, so the first thing in my notes that I wasn't ready for this 1K stream. Case in point, I didn't know how to get the camera working, but I did. And but I was a special big thank you to Anthony Licio. That is a good friend of mine who suggested Greta Van Fleet to me. He actually suggested Heat Above, and I remember it was I believe it was an Instagram private message. He's just sent it to me and he said, I don't know if you've heard of them before, but I think you should check this out. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I did, and I worked very hard on that video, and that video blew up and it did so well. And everyone wanted to see my reaction to the rest of the video. And that was in the summer. That was just before the summer. That was May, I believe. And then I wanted to do the rest. And my summer was so crazy. Just life, things I had to take care of, adult things, and whatever. Just they're like I guess they're personal, but they're not like super personal. But anyway, and that's why it took so long for me to get the reactions done, get the editing done, just because even though I had so many things I was doing, I wasn't even that good at editing. I mean, I'm still not that good at editing, but I am getting better. But I'm learning now how to get it done so much quicker. Over the years, I've learned about proxy recording and just making the workflow a lot easier. So anyway, big special thank you to Anthony Licio for suggesting that to me, Greta Van Fleet, and then of course the Greta Van Fleet Army. Thank you so much. The album is so amazing. I can't wait to see it live, and I can't wait to see it with you guys, and lose our shit. It's so weird because I just said shit, and I'm like, can I say that? Normally, I'd be like, I don't really care, but it's like I have a channel now, and I want to take care of the channel. So it's like, what can I and cannot not say? It's so weird how that happens. You don't think about it, and then it's like, oh, I want to make sure. So anyway, that's that point there. Thank you again, Anthony, for suggesting that. Big thanks to my bud Anthony. We're gonna be seeing Greta Van Fleet together. By the way, we are gonna see them here in Toronto or maybe Detroit if they play near there. Yes, I said Detroit. I don't think they will though, because they already have 4 dates in Michigan. None of them are in Detroit. They're all like further out, and it's just too far for me. So yeah, a big hug. Yes, big hug to the Greta Van Fleet Army for embracing my content. And then next on the list, an updated timeline. So I probably do this every time I do a thank you video to my subscribers, just an update, or like, tell you how I came to be to Toons I Dig, like how this all happened. So I growing up, I had two older brothers, and I grew up in the 80s, and we'd watch MTV all the time. And, one of my earliest memories with music was that my brothers would play Bon Jovi, which song? Shot Through the Heart, but it's called You Give Love a Bad Name. Yes, You Give Love a Bad Name. That's what it is. And I used to jump off right when the song started, I would jump off the desk onto the ground, and then with my broom. Oh, hey Tom, I think someone came in and then they left. But anyway, thanks Tom Cunningham. Anyway, so as a small child, I would pretend to play instruments with my brothers to hair metal, and I'd watch MTV with them. And then into the 90s, I watched Much Music. That's all I did. I would come home from school. I would either watch Married with Children, The Simpsons, or Seinfeld, and I would watch that the whole way through, and Much Music as well. I would listen to the Top 10 at 10 at Q107 here in Toronto. For those of you who remember, it was crazy. You would call in and actually speak to the radio host. I think her name was Shirley McQueen. I think that was her name. Pretty sure that was her name. And I would vote. I remember voting at the time in 94 when I was about 11 years old in 94. And it was Offspring Smash. That was at number one for so long. It just would not leave number one. And I remember being obsessed with that song. And so anyway, and then kind of speeding it along now. My first concert was in 1997. I was 13 years old. It was a free concert here in Toronto at the North York City Hall, or Mel Lastman Square. I went with my friend Brendan Kennedy. That was my first show. And then in 2001, I wanted to be a Much Music VJ, and I applied to be a VJ. I didn't get it, but I have the video footage. And that video footage you will see when I hit a special marker on my channel. But that very cringy. But I was 18 and I recorded a video to be a Much Music VJ. I didn't get it. 2005, I did it again. I entered the VJ search with another tape, and that you will see in the future. And that I didn't get the job. And then later that year, no, my apologies. It's the other way around. Earlier in 2005, I had private auditions with Much Music to be a VJ. I actually went down there, and I had 1 hour. I had 3 1-hour auditions with them. I just had to learn a couple throws, introduce music video and whatever. And I said, I had 3 1-hour interviews over the course of 4 months. So I felt like I was actually going to get the job, and then I didn't. They just stopped emailing me. They didn't even tell me that they weren't going to hire me. But then they did a Much Music VJ search the following year, which I also entered, and I also went very far. I was on their blog and everything, and that video was pretty crazy, pretty wild. I went to Kingston, Ontario to do my VJ search audition, and I have that footage, but again, like the 2001 footage, you will see that sometime in the future when I hit a certain milestone, and I have that all set out. And then, so I didn't get the job with Much Music, and I had been going to concerts throughout the 2000s, like crazy, all the time concerts. I even wrote periodically for this very, very small Toronto indie, I don't even know what you would call it, a zine online, like back then, internet in 2006, whatever it was. And then in 2010, I was like, man, I got to do something with my life or whatever. So I started Toons I Dig. I started the text-based version of it, which it's so funny. It's kind of like one of those things where a celebrity maybe changes careers, or maybe not even a celebrity, just someone changes careers, and then you have kids, and your kids grow up with you, and they know you as a certain thing, but they don't know who you were in the past. And it's so many of you probably don't know that I started Toons I Dig back in 2010 as a text-based blog. It's up. It's on the internet. I didn't delete it. You can go and check it out. It's Tumblr. Just Google Toons I Dig Tumblr. It'll come up. And that's where I started. I started 10 years ago because I was like, I got to do something. I want to do something in music. I wanted to be a VJ, so I did that, and I did that for a number of years. And so this brings us to, I hit 1,000 subscribers. So I'm going to share with you guys 4 videos of me back in 2012 when I launched Toons I Dig for the first time. This is the second time in 2020 when I launched Toons I Dig, but I actually launched it. I tried my hand at making some videos back in 2012, right over here, right there in that space. And the videos just made them public because I uploaded them and I put them to private, and then because I hit 1,000 subscribers, I thought, I'm gonna give you guys some cringy videos to watch. So 2012, I tried my hand at some videos. They were awful. They were so awful. You're going to see them. They're actually linked in the description of this live stream, but I'm also going to make a playlist and put it at the very bottom on my home screen of the YouTube channel. You're going to see it. And after about a year, I was like, man, these are no good. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not comfortable in front of the camera. I'm not charismatic. My editing sucks. My lighting sucks. Even like the camera, like there was nothing good about it. So I packed that up and I continued on with the text-based version of Toons I Dig. And then, concurrently, I had this plan in my head to do a lot of traveling and go to a lot of music festivals. And I was going to relaunch Toons I Dig one day. And I told myself that in 2012, I told myself I would take 5 years and then I would relaunch it. Well, then what happened was 2017 came around and I kind of pushed it back. I just wasn't ready yet. I kind of wanted to do a little bit more traveling and go to a couple more concerts and stuff like that. And then in 2019, it's like a movie. It all worked. In 2019, I spent a month. I went on a month vacation to Australasia, New Zealand, Australia, and Singapore to see U2 live, my favorite band. And unbeknownst to me, I wasn't planning to get on stage with U2, with Bono. And what happened was that in November of 2019 in Sydney, Australia, Bono decided to call me up. There was a dream of mine several years prior, but he called me up and, the way it went down was just crazy. There's a video also on the YouTube channel. You can find it. Or if you just Google it, you'll just see me on stage. And I was in Billboard magazine. It was just crazy. It was a great experience. And to me, it was that's the cap off right there. That's the cherry on top. And I told myself in 2020, I'm gonna relaunch Toons I Dig. So that's it. And then of course, if you've been following along, I've only been here for a year on YouTube now. So that's it. That's the story of me from a kid in the mid 80s all the way up to present day. That's how I got to where I am. So thank you again. I see there's one person watching. I got one. Woohoo! I got one, and I got a couple compliments on the side. Rudy Ambro complimenti, grazie mille per tutti, and I really appreciate it so much. All right, what's next on the thing? What I want from this channel, the text blog, and then where I'll take it. Yeah, so what I want from Toons I Dig. So the text-based version, all I did was share tunes that I liked. I never shared full albums, and I never shared songs I didn't like. What I want from Toons I Dig, and I put it in my notes, man, the last 4 months, it's just been going back and forth on how to organize the content. It's just because I have so many ideas, but I've landed on, what I want for Toons I Dig. I want what it was, what the reason I started it. And that is, I want to share tunes that I dig. I will only go through full albums unless people ask me to do the full album. So what that means is I'm actually recording my reaction, and then I'll do one song from that album, and then if you guys want to see more songs from that album, I have them in the vault and I can edit them and release them. But I only want to share tunes I dig. I really have to, unless you want to you want to see what I'm doing, right? If you want to see a song like no, it wasn't Caravel. I liked Caravel by Greta Van Fleet. It was My Way Soon, I believe. I didn't like My Way Soon, but you guys wanted to see it, so I shared it anyway. But I won't do that. So, and then beyond sharing first reactions and music reviews, I kind of just want this to be like a full like music, like concerts and concert giveaways, and that's actually leads into the next one of my next notes here, that I want to relaunch my TikTok, and I want to give away like concert tickets, and I do you see the my barrier or bust. So what I want to do is I want to bring people to the show, and I want to on TikTok say, hey, I'm giving away 2 tickets to see, like, let's say Tame Impala. So I run the contest. Whoever wins the contest, you come with me to the show. We line up all day and we get the barrier. So, what I want from the channel is more than just the first reactions. I want it to be like kind of like a television network. I want a variety of different things that has to do with music, of course. And, I'm going to start doing first reaction to music comedy, because I love comedy as well. So I definitely want to like branch into that. What else is there? The struggles and here's a good note I made. The struggles of how long each reaction video takes, why I need to pare them down, and including whether or not to include reactions to songs I don't enjoy. I have momentarily decided on only share reactions to tunes I don't enjoy of artists with at least no. Okay, I'm gonna skip that. Sorry, guys. The only thing I really need to note and tell you guys is that, man, doing these videos takes so much work. Just sitting down editing, it's so tedious, and I apologize that sometimes it takes an inordinate amount of time for me to get through content, but I'm committed to getting through the content. I'm committed to doing it. It's very difficult, but I'm committed to doing it. Otherwise, man, I'm telling you, there are so many points along my journey in this year and a half. Not even talking about the text-based blog. I'm just talking about Toons I Dig on YouTube. There are so many points that were so difficult, so frustrating, things not working, HDMI, USB, even setting up this live stream just now. Oh my God, it's like untangling this like huge ball of like wire, and it's so frustrating, but I'm doing my best to getting through the content. All right, next point. Doing my best to have a top 10 album list for the end of the year. Yeah, okay, I thought about this yesterday. I thought that maybe I wasn't going to be... I actually, I go back and forth on so many things. Yesterday, I was like, you know what? No year-end lists. Forget that. I'm just going to share music I like. But that, I don't know. So I don't like that idea. I do think the reason I do like a year-end list is that people that maybe can't follow along throughout the year can just watch the year-end list and be like, okay, I missed that album. Because if I don't do one, then they'll miss the album, right? So whatever album it could be, whatever album was at number 6 or 5 or 4. So I'm still going to do a year-end list for albums. I think I'm going to do that. For tunes, I didn't listen to that many artists this year for me to do a wide selection, but I am going to do a top 10 albums list. That's going to be out in early January, so probably like 2 weeks from now. All right, we're getting through there. We're getting through here. Okay, finally, Oh, I mentioned that before, but I'll mention it again. So I have set out. Oh, there's Anthony. Anthony, you missed it. You missed it. Anthony's in the comments there. I shouted you out at the beginning of the video. If you rewind, you'll see it. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you very much. Anthony's a big reason if you're just tuning in, because he suggested to me to listen to Greta Van Fleet. So big super thanks again goes out to Anthony for that. For hitting 1,000 subscribers, I am unlocking 4 videos of me in the past that I recorded right there from 2012. I mentioned it about 10 minutes ago, but I'm going to do it again for those who are just tuning in. 4 videos that I did in 2012. They were concert reviews. They were awful. They were so bad. They were so cringy. I haven't even watched them. I'm just gonna. They're linked in the description here below. I'm gonna put them in a playlist and put them in the bottom and just make the playlist like subscriber celebratory unlock or something like that. Just, you know, every time I hit. So when I hit 10K, I'm gonna release another cringy video from my past. And when I hit if I get to hit 100K, I'm gonna release another cringy video. And then 1 million, I have the cringiest video of all. That's my Much Music VJ search tape from the year 2001. That is so cringy. So but so those videos are there. They're public. They're currently public. You can go watch them right now. You can turn this off and go cringe. They're so bad. Oh man. Yeah, just to reiterate, so I had the channel. I had Toons I Dig back in 2012, but I closed it up and I put it on private. And then it took me 7 years to dream it all up again and to reinvigorate the idea. And this is it. The idea that you're seeing here, it finally coming to life after, you know, how do you want to call it? You want to call it 7 years? You can call it 10 years from the start of the text-based version. 20 years from when I wanted to be a Much Music VJ. It's been a long road, but the road it keeps going. I had the note here on my phone, right? And okay, sorry guys, just give me 1 second. No, I believe that's it. Final reminder. Okay, here's a fellow big fan, but I believe he's a fellow YouTube fan. Mystic Edge really wants me to react to Take Me Away by The Driver Era music video specifically. That's gonna happen. I just need to get through some albums. Some albums I listened to recently were The Killers. You saw some reaction videos there. They're up. I just listened to what is it called again? Rufus Du Sol. I listened to Rufus Du Sol. That was okay. I'm gonna release one video to that. And then, you know, I have like Third Eye Blind. I have a whole list. I have Kanye West, Third Eye Blind. What else do I have? Angels and Airwaves, Alessia Cara, Jungle Giants, Waves, Ghosts, Prequel, Tom Morello, and Dwy. Dwy is a cool ass musician from Vancouver, BC. But I mean, there's even just a few more, but then there's a ton of songs. I'm not even sure if you can see this. Can you see that list? That's my list of songs that I've wanted to get through. So, but of course, as I mentioned, if you didn't hear the first part of this live stream, I reiterated what Toons I Dig was always about when I started the blog on Tumblr 10 years ago, and what I want this to be about. I'm only going to share tunes that I dig. And the only time you'll see me share a song that I don't like is if you ask for it, if you guys ask for it. So Greta Van Fleet fans, you guys asked to see the whole album. Two songs out of that I didn't like. One was My Way Soon, and the other one was the second last track of the album. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you ask for it, I'll show you guys. But other than that, this is just Toons I Dig. You know, songs I don't like, negativity, we don't need time for that. I just want to share songs that I think are sick and that I think you will think are sick. And you know what I'm saying? We'll all jive to it. So You're from Vancouver too. Well, you got hook up the Zolas, bro. Hook up the Zolas. The Zolas are, man, their album is one of the best of the year. It's up there with Battle at Gardens Gate. Their album's called Come Back to Life. Really can't speak more highly on that album. It's just unbelievably, it's fantastic. So to close this all out, because it's been 25 minutes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for giving me 25 minutes of your time. I just want to reiterate, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I also have a TikTok account. It's live, but I stopped posting to it. But I'm either going to relaunch it, make a new account, but still have it at Toons I Dig. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have different segments on there. For example, I have my brother's CD collection from the 90s. So one series, I'm just gonna go through one CD after another. I think I have like 300 albums. So there's gonna be that series that's gonna be on TikTok. I'm gonna do all sorts of things, like top 10 this, top 11 that. I have a character that I've been working on. His name's Rupert, who's based on the Spinal Tap characters. If you've ever seen Spinal Tap, it's a funny comedy. It's a mockumentary. And I love that movie so much. So I have this sort of like, tongue-in-cheek segment I'm going to do on TikTok. But I think the most interesting thing I'm going to do on TikTok is that for those of you that have been watching the channel, Barrier or Bust that I did, where I try to bring people to the show, and then that didn't work out. I'm not sure if you watched the episode, but it's something I tried, and you know what, it's just not going to work out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine that idea of bringing people to the show and my idea of getting front row. What I do when I go see U2, I line up all day to get front row. What I'm going to do on TikTok is that I'm going to run a contest, just say, hey guys, I got 2 tickets here to whatever band, Tame Impala, LCD Sound System, you name it, right? I got 2 tickets. Who wants to come with me and line up all day and see Tame Impala front row? If you want the tickets, comment below, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And then, you win. And then that day I go in line, you come in line with me, and we document the whole thing. And then we document getting front row. And I even have the idea of maybe giving up my front row to someone else. Just while I'm there on my Instagram, just say what's the 3rd album from Tame Impala? Come find me. And then you can have Barrier, right? And then we'll see if that works. I don't know. Maybe no one will respond to that. I really thought the initial idea of stopping people on the street randomly and bringing them to a show that night, I don't know if I can swear. Whatever, who gives a shit? So I thought that idea was going to work, and it didn't. But, I'm just trying different things out. And like I said earlier in the live stream, what I want from Toons I Dig, not only is it Toons I Dig, but I just want to create this huge, cool ass community with music, just like something, like a television station kind of thing. So TikTok, I'll relaunch it. I'll either stay with the account that I have, or I'll relaunch it. I'm not sure which one, but anyway, just keep your eyes peeled at Toons I Dig on Instagram, on Twitter as well. And that's it. That ends my live stream. I just want to say thank you again to everyone for all your support and watching my videos. I think it's crazy. I'm still how do I have 1,000 followers? Because I don't know. I don't know. It's just crazy. So just want to read some of the comments here. Okay. Yeah. from TikTok. And then rock on, brother. Yeah, rock on. Thanks, man. Anthony, what's up? Yeah, Trip the Light, fantastic. Yeah, that was the other Blau one. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It wasn't awful by any means. I think I even said in my reaction, I'd probably just let it play through. But yeah, it wasn't crazy. But thanks again, Anthony, for that fateful message that you sent me months ago to listen to Greta Van Fleet. And so the next things that you'll see from me is reactions from Rufus Du Sol, I'm gonna Kanye West. I have a whole bunch of other things, and then I'll do a top 10 list in the new year. So that is it. Thanks again, everyone. Thanks for sticking by. Thanks for watching my channel. It honestly blows my mind every time, every day I wake up. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. I will see you guys later. I'm not going to do this cool. Like, I don't, it's just end the stream. Okay. All right. Here we go. And peace, everyone. See you next time. What? And there we go.